What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, just another PokeTuber, coach of your Piedmont Triad Kickers, coming at you today with Week 5 of the NBBL. Today we are taking on Vinny and Dragon, also known as just Vinny, also known as the coach of the Kyurem country. I want to say I've been in like a handful of drafts with this guy. I know for a fact I'm at least in like two, at bare minimum, I'm in at least two with him right now. And this is the first time we've got a chance to play. I'm looking forward to it, especially considering he's one of the coaches that are performing well in the NBBL. So we always like taking on a tough opponent. Not to mention, I watch his stuff, like his content. He's a pretty cool content creator. If I remember to do so, his channel should be linked in my description box. So I definitely implore you guys to check him out. So Vinny has a pretty threatening team, and for 2 weeks in a row, your boy gets to face his arch nemesis because Vinny's first mon was Necrozma Dawn Wings. So 2 weeks in a row, we get to fight Necrozma. Last week it was regular Necrozma. This week it's Necrozma on steroids. So hey, we're here. He also has the Ursaluna, the Kyurem, the Terra Glamora, who can Terra into Rock, Ground, or Flying, Rabombi, the Magnezone, the Tornadus, who can Terra into Flying, Steel, or Fire, Tauros Blaze, the Applin, or Diplin, I kind of forgot his name, he can Terra into Grass, Poison, or Fairy, the Sableye, and last but not least, the Clawitzer. So I'm expecting the first four. Necrozma's a Uber, bro. He's not like that at home. Ursaluna looks really good into my team. It's just slow. However, I've seen in the past that my opponent has ran Trick Room on his Necrozma before, so maybe he ranks the Trick Room mode again, because Ursaluna in Trick Room is just... Do I need to explain like how dangerous that is? Kyurem looks pretty strong into my team offensively, especially if it's like a Dragon Dancing set can be kind of, dangerous, because it basically bypasses Sturdy on Ogerpon, and it can bypass the Disguise on Mimikyu. I think the Glamora comes, it is his only spinner, and is his main way of setting up hazards. However, I don't think he'll Terra the Glamora. I think what he'll do is actually Terra the Tornadus, because Terra flying into my team looks pretty darn good, if I'm being honest. Especially from coming from that thing. And then last but not least, I think he brings Sableye, because Sableye could be a really good disruptor. It's because of Prankster, like Prankster Encore for my set of sweepers, or like even like Prankster Will-O-Wisp, Prankster T-Wave. I think it'd be annoying. However, one mon I think could come in place of Sableye could be Tauros, because Intimidate's really good into my physical attackers. I don't really think the other remaining mons come that I didn't mention. So to combat this team, first and foremost, we decided we're going to bring No Face the Mimikyu, who looks pretty good into this team. Mimikyu naturally outspeeds 8 out of 11 of the Pokemon on my opponent's team. We have Lumberry to deal, so we can shake off Will-O-Wisp from Sableye if it comes, and just kill it with freaking Play Rough. Disguises our ability, max attack, force Spadef, max speed, so we can guaranteed to outspeed the Kyurem, who we naturally outspeed by 1 point, by the way. We have Play Rough, Shadow Sneak, Drain Punch, and Swords Dance. If we can go +2, we just start beating up on things. So we never kill Ursaluna with a +2 Drain Punch, but we do chip him enough that one of my last 2 Pokemon can kill him. We do need to be like +4 to kill Necrozma with Shadow Sneak, but at the same time, Necrozma isn't killing us from full health either. And then Play Rough is just pretty darn free into the team outside of Glamora. So he doesn't really have like a lot of switch-ins, and everything that can switch in, we can just Drain Punch or Shadow Sneak. But yeah, that is No Face the Mimikyu. Homie has a lot of potential this week. Next on the team roster is Amon, is going to try to help facilitate the setup, as well as be like a switch into Sableye, because as we know, Prankster cannot work on dark types. So if I haven't like spoiled it already, I'm bringing Moonlight the Umbreon, who is rocking his Light Clay this week, synchronized with the ability 252 HP, 176 defense, 80 Spadef, Calm Nature. Nothing outside of Ursaluna or Tauros is two-shotting us. Let's just put it like that. We have Reflect Light Screen, because if we can get up screens, it just helps us, because my opponent he has a lot of dangerous offensive threats. Screens just help us deal with those. Foul Play is pretty... I was going to run Wish, but then I was like, no, we want Foul Play because of not Kyurem. If Necrozma was ever in front of us, we want to just blow that thing up. And if Kyurem is indeed a Dragon Dancing set, we can just blow that thing up too, because even at +1, It's not one-shotting us with anything. I don't think we even get one-shot if it's +2. And then we have Baton Pass because ideally, if I can get the screens up, let's just get out of there into one of my setup sweepers. So yeah, that is Moonlight. Next on the team roster is one of 2 Terra Captains I'm bringing this week. It's the one, the only Meloetta, who is rocking her Lumberry as well because of that pesky Sableye. Serene Grace for the ability, Terra Fairy, 252 attack, 32 speed F, 224 speed, Jolly Nature. So basically, whenever we transform, we're speed creeping a Rabambi, and by extension, we're faster than the rest of the team after we transform. We have Close Combat, Play Rough, and Knock Off. If we can ship Necrozma by at least 25% of its HP, we can just kill it with Knock Off. Play Rough is just like, so like Sableye, the Kyurem, they just get obliterated. Even the Tornadus doesn't appreciate taking a Play Rough from us if we are like already transformed and Terra Fairied. Glamora and the Ursaluna we can just beat up with Close Combat. Depending on his bulk investment, there's a chance we just knock him out. It just depends. Ideally, I want to chip stuff before I let Meloetta come in and try to sweep, though, just because there are things that can live a hit from us. But yeah, ideally, I want to use my girl to set up and, just win this week. But yeah, that's Meloetta. Next on the team roster is Amon. I've been having a good amount of fun using this season. It's the one, the only Manaphy, who's rocking his leftovers this week. Hydration for the ability, 236 HP, 56 special attack, 216 speed, so we're speed creeping Kyurem. We are Timid Nature with Surf, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and Take Heart. Take Heart is, for one, it helps us set up, and two, my opponent has different ways to status us, so we can use Take Heart to basically make the statuses go away. Whether it's Glamora or Sableye, we can just make the status goes away. Dazzling Gleam is here, so we don't get walled by Kyurem. At +1 SpDef, Kyurem will not be able to two-shot us with Freeze Dry unless it is Specs, and we are faster than it. And at +1, we can two-shot it with Dazzling Gleam, so it's not a big deal. We have Shadow Ball. We need to be +2 to one-shot Necrozma. But at the end of the day, hey, even at +1, we're doing unholy levels of damage. And even at neutral, we're still doing like half of this thing. So Necrozma is not going to want to mess with us. And then we have Surf because we can pretty much surf into the rest of the team. But yeah, that is Manaphy. Next on the team roster, we have our other Terra Captain for the week. The one, the only Pebbles, the Ogerpon, who is rocking her Cornerstone Mask. Sturdy for the ability. Terra Rock, oh my gosh, who could have seen that one coming? We are max attack, 80 speed F, 176 speed, Jolly Nature with Ivy Cudgel, Horn Leech, Counter, and Trailblaze. In case my opponent does indeed bring the Trick Room set, we're just going to use Counter to one-shot the freaking Ursaluna. And if he brings the Tauros, we're going to use Counter to one-shot the Tauros. We have Horn Leech as a way. If we can Horn Leech it, we'll probably Horn Leech it so we can stay healthy. And then we have Trailblaze because we can go +1. We outspeed the Tornadoes and can just one-shot it. And then on top of that, Ivy Cudgel just one-shots the freaking Kyurem as well. It depends on the bulk investment on Ursaluna if we can two-shot it or not. But we never one-shot it. And then Kyurem, we can do a lot of damage with Ivy Cudgel. Let's put it like that. But yeah, that is Pebbles. Just basically a move to hit everything. Next on the team roster, I don't think this should even be a surprise. You guys know this guy's always going to come. It's the one, the only Big Ace, the Cinderace, who's rocking his heavy-duty boots because there's a pesky Glamora on the other side. Libero for the ability, max attack, 64 defense, 192 speed, Jolly Nature, so we're speed creeping the Tornadoes. We have Powerball, Low Kick, U-Turn, and Core Change, so if Glamora wants to give us some decorations, we will be polite gentlemen and give them right back. We have U-Turn for pivoting. We have Low Kick because Ursaluna, if it gets chipped by 25%, there's a good chance we just one-shot it with Low Kick. Kyurem never takes a hit from us unless it's like Chople, for example. And outside of Glamora, we can just Powerball into everything else on the team. If Tauros comes, that could be annoying, but we have U-Turn for a reason. And then Glamora, we can just U-Turn on that because we can always go into Manaphy. Manaphy can always take a couple hits from that thing, especially if we're setting up. And at a later time, we can just Core Change the spikes back to his side after Glamora is dead and let him deal with the poison. But yeah, guys, that is the team. Not really much more needs to be said. I think I've said everything that needs to be said, so without further ado, let's get into the battle. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, Vinny. Hopefully this battle is a banger. Alright, so we are connected with Vinny. He brought the what do you call this thing? Applin? Diplin? Applin? I think it's called Applin. Yeah, I think it's called Applin. Kyurem. Okay. Tauros Blaze. Okay. Tauros Blaze. He brought Ursaluna, Clawitzer, and the Necrozma. So no Glamora, which means no hazards. Good. No Sableye, which means our Lumberries are useless. Also good. Okay. So, let's see. I think we lead off with Manaphy, because let me see. Surf, Surf, Alluring Voice. Clawitzer probably can't touch us. Necrozma does not want to get Shadow Balled, so we lead Manaphy. If they lead the Apple, I think we go into Umbreon? Yeah, I think we just go into Umbreon. But yeah, good luck, have fun to my opponent, Vinny. Dang, no Glamora, no Tornadus, and no Sableye. That's good. That's really good, I think. So his fastest Pokemon is Tauros. Huh, I wonder if it's Scarfed. Tarnish, it's this thing. Alright. Do you let me surf this thing turn 1? I honestly feel... Oh, we have Scald over Surf. That's not what we're supposed to have. We're supposed to have Surf. Okay. Okay, we're slower than this thing. But at the same time, I don't think you let me just... I don't think you give me this thing turn... Not when you have the little apple in the back. I don't think you give me this when you have the apple in the back. So we're just going to go for a Take Heart. If they read it and go for a CC, good play on them. They're going to get like a lot of damage off of us, not going to lie. But yeah, let's see what my opponent goes for. I'm assuming the Apple or Kyurem comes in. Because like, it is way... Like, this is turn 1. There's no way you make a... I mean, are you going to make that aggressive of a play on turn 1? One way to find out. One way to find out. Alright, thought so. So, they're gonna go into... That sounds like the Apple. I wish I knew this thing's name, bro. I really don't know this thing's name. But I'm also pretty sure this thing can... Is this the one that evolves into Hydrapple? Because if it is, then this thing could definitely, like, whatchamacallit. Maybe... We're gonna find out. Are you like AV? Or Eviolite? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. And if they Terra, we'll just respond accordingly. Okay, so they Terra'd. What do they go for? They're Terra Fairy, okay. Kinda wish I had Iron Head or Jump Shot on Cinderace, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So let's see. Okay, so they're AV or Eviolite. They are definitely AV or Eviolite. Alright. So who do we get to come out? Mimikyu. Okay. I think we... SD? I think we just SD. Or maybe I could have went back into... Or maybe I could have went into Umbreon there. I don't know. Either way, we're going for an SD right here. It is what it is. Because what do they go for? Giga Drain. Okay. So we're just going to fire off a... We're just going to fire off a Play Rough. And try to do as much damage to this thing as possible. Should I maybe keep this healthy for the Necrozma? I mean, we got Manaphy and we got Umbreon. We got Manaphy and Umbreon. I think we'll be fine. Well, I don't know. We're gonna find out. The only thing they can really do is go into Tauros, and even then, if Tauros comes in, you're still taking a +1 Play Rough. So let's see what they decide to go for. Let's see what they decide to go for. Because if they stay in, I'm pretty sure you take a significant amount of damage from this. I don't think we kill you, but I'm assuming we do a lot. We're a +2 Mimikyu. Ooh. That crit probably mattered. Okay. So how much HP do they get back? A negligible amount. So we just go for a play rough. Their only play is to go into Tauros, or let me have this. Because if I get this thing out the way, it just frees up Manaphy, I think. I mean, there's still the Clawitzer, but what does Clawitzer do to us for real? What does Clawitzer do to us for real? You kinda have to go into Tauros, and if they go into Tauros, I am okay with letting them have, well, actually, I'm okay with them letting them have Mimikyu. Okay, they're swapping out. Tarnished comes back out. We're still +1, baby. So we're gonna do that much. Okay. Let me see. Do we have a play we can make after this? Well. I don't see anything that resists Ogerpon. I think we just... I mean, they had to go for, like, a Raging Bull, right? So we're just gonna go for... Do I want to go for a Shadow Snake to get damage off, or do I want to just go for a Play Rough? I think I'm gonna go for a Shadow Snake just to get damage off. I don't like... I mean, it could be a setup, bulk up set. Will-O-Wisp. So, our, whatchamacallit actually ends up coming in handy. I could have just went for another, Play Rough. But it's all good, because we're chipping this thing down to where Ogerpon can beat it. I think we go for another... I mean, yeah, we just go for another Shadow Snake. We just go for another Shadow Snake. And they finally decide to go for that. Okay. Okay. We could have just, whatchamacallit on this thing. Could have just played rough with it. We could have just played rough with it. We just go for play rough now, I guess. Like, keep this thing as low as possible. We want to keep this thing as low as possible. So who's coming in? Gabe. That's a funny name. That is a funny name. Okay, we're gonna drain. Oh, your attack fell. That has to stink. We're gonna go for the Drain Punch on this thing. Like, at some point in time, we're gonna lose our Mimikyu, but, bro, Mimikyu is putting in so much work. Because you've chipped the Applin to basically death. You've chipped the, what do you call that Pokemon? Tauros is basically dead. Yeah, a lot of these mons are basically almost out the door now, which is good for us. That's really good for us. So we do some good chip to this. We do some good chip to this. Let me see, what do you go for? Headlong Rush. Okay, we're gonna lose Mimikyu, but Mimikyu has done a lot for us, and we appreciate Mimikyu for all it's worth. Okay. Okay. The play should be to go Ogerpon, right? But let me just double check that we're actually killing this thing. Alright, let me make sure we're actually killing this thing. Because if we're not killing this thing, there's no point in us going into Ogerpon just yet. Or should we maybe go Cinderace? We'll see. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. So we're doing... I think we go into Ogerpon because of the simple fact... Or should we go into... I don't want to give that thing a chance to... I think we just go into Ogerpon here. Let's not overcomplicate it. Let's just go into Ogerpon. I think from here we can kill this thing, so we're just going to go for a Horn Leech. his only option is to go into the Tauros, but I think Tauros is actually in range of Ivy Cudgel even after an Intimidate. So, you know. Now, what would be kind of funny? Oh wait, no, they're not Choice Scarf Tauros. They're leftovers. So Ursaluna picks up the kill on Mimikyu, but Mimikyu, bro, you did enough. You put, well, half the team under, like, half. We appreciate you, Mimikyu. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Alright, so what's my opponent going to decide to go for? Okay, they're going to go out into Tauros, I'm assuming. Oh, they're going out into this thing. Okay. I'm pretty sure an Ivy Cudgel puts you down. I am confident an Ivy Cudgel puts you down if Cornleash did that much damage. And Tauros, even if you switch in, buddy, you are... Well, hey, buddy, you're dead. That's all I gotta say about that one. You're dead. You're dead. If Tauros switch in, he's dead. He is very, very dead. He is very dead. Very dead. Very, very dead. Super dead. Beyond dead. Absolutely dead. So, let's see. What you decide to go for? What do you decide to go for? Okay, so I'm assuming we're about to see the bull come out. Tarnished, you're dead. You are dead. Even through the Intimidate, you are dead, sir. So we're about to pick up the kill on this thing. Oh, you live. You live. You're stubborn. You're very, very stubborn. You didn't want to die. Like, okay, actually that just means you're bulky. But still, I mean, okay. Okay. Just go ahead and give me this thing. Let's not even do it. Let's not prolong this. Tauros, tell your trainer. Just let me have you. Just let me have you. Just let me have you, please. Cause let me see, what's switching in? Okay, that's what I was thinking. Nothing. So, you're dead. Okay, so that's one for Ogre Pond. The Tauros is out the way. So you're not gonna be as big of an issue going forward. Thank you very much. Alright, so what do we expect going forward? What do we expect going forward? I'm assuming we see... I mean, I don't know what wants to come out. The only thing that can really come out right now is Necrozma, because Ursaluna, you're gonna get hurt. Applin is dead. Clawitzer, I don't think... I mean, bro, it's Clawitzer. Cahontz, who's this? It's you. Okay, so we're just gonna go out into... I think we go out into Umbreon here? Yeah, I think we go out into Umbreon. We're just gonna go out into Umbreon. Yeah, I think it's the best thing for us to do. Just go out into Umbreon. You could have X Scissor, and then if you do, okay, you just have it. Like, nothing we can do about it. I'm not gonna cry about it. But let's see what happens. We're gonna go into Umbreon here because we don't have the muscle power to... we don't have the firepower to muscle through this thing at the moment, so we're not even gonna try it. We're not even gonna force it. We're just gonna go into Umbreon. We resist both of your stabs. Well, we resist one's immune to the other. So what do you... Okay, so Trick Room. So we have to survive 5 turns of Trick Room with this thing. Amazing. So we're gonna go for the light screen here. Yeah, we're gonna light screen here. I feel like it's the best thing for us to do is just a light screen. Because the only way you're hitting us is if you have X Scissor, which means you're physical, and if you're physical, then we could... well, we can't counter you with Ogre Pond, actually, because you're a Ghost type, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you're Ghost Psychic. Okay, so they're going to switch out. We're going to light screen. Gay Bear comes back in. Okay. The Gay Bear's in. So what I think I'm going to do is now click Deflect. We shouldn't die to this thing. And it gives us a way to stall out Trick Room turns. Because let me see, they Trick Roomed, we Light Screen. Okay. So what I think I'm gonna do after this is go into Ogerpon and just click counter, maybe? Let me see, if we counter with Ogerpon... Yeah, I think we just baton... Wait, did we baton pass or did we foul play? Because I want to waste Trick Room turns as well, so let's go for a foul play, actually. So they're going to hit us really hard with this. Just kill us. They're going to just kill us. It is what it is. Okay. So, I think what we do now... Bro, this bear is always annoying whenever I fight it. What I think what we do now is go into Ogerpon and just go for a counter. He doesn't have anything that wants to switch into Ogerpon. So we're just going to click counter. We're just going to click counter, because based on the calcs I was looking at earlier, we don't kill this thing from right here. We just don't kill it. And if he switches out, well, you're just wasting a Trick Room turn, which, okay. So, what is he going to do? What is he going to do? What are you going to do? We got screens up. Well, he knows we have screens up too. Actually, I wonder, do we? Ooh, I should have thought about that. Okay, so we're gonna do... Let me see, how much damage do we do to this thing? I did not even consider the fact that screens are up right now. Ooh, we kill! Okay, cool. That's all we needed. So this bear is down. That's 2 for the oak. That's 2 for my Ogerpon. That's 2 for my Ogerpon. So let me see. They swapped out 2 turns. I think Trick Room ends this turn. I could be wrong about that. I had to think about that. I think Trick Room ends this turn. We're gonna see. We are going to see. So Ursaluna is down. Tauros is down. There's still Applin, Clawitz, or Kyurem, and Necrozma. Okay. 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 I'm so glad that the count, like the screens and the counter didn't backfire on me, because I did not think about that for a second, because I know Ogerpon's like on the bulky side. Boy boss. Okay. Wait, there's still... So Trick Room is over. Okay. So we're just gonna go for the Ivy Cudgel. Okay, so they're faster than us. They're faster than us, so they're Choice Scarfed, of course. Of course they're Choice Scarfed. Of course they are. So, we're just gonna go out into Cinderace and just fire off a Pyro Ball. Or do we U-turn? I think we just U-turn, actually. Because you're not gonna stay in and freeze dry us when you have, like, you have switch-ins. So let's see what they decide to go for. So Kyurem picks up the kill on Ogerpon. You did enough, Pebbles. Thank you very much. Now, if they do stay in, well, that makes things a little trickier, but hey, we'll have to figure it out. We'll have to figure it out. Maybe we see Necrozma come in, like on the potential, whatchamacallit, the potential, okay. Because maybe Necrozma comes in on the potential high jump kick. Fraud gun. Okay. So we're going to U-turn out on this thing. And I wonder, should we just go into... I think we're going to go into Manaphy. And just click take... Wait, do we click Take Heart here? Yeah, I'm going to just click Take Heart. We should get HP back, and I want to say we can live, like after we boot, because we still have 2 turns of screens left. Okay, so we're gonna go for a Take Heart here. We're gonna go for a Take Heart because we're gonna take like almost no damage from this thing. I think because of the screens. because of the screens. Because of the screens. Because of the screens. So we know the Kyurem is Scarf. That can be problematic later on, but we know the Kyurem is Scarf. The main things I need to get rid of are the Necrozma and the... Because I know, because Applin is basically dead at this point. Yeah, Slurp is gonna die. I'm pretty confident we can kill Slurp with Scald from right here. I'm pretty confident we can kill Slurp with Scald from right here. And for all I know, they might want to reset their Trick Room turns after this, so they might go back into Necrozma. We're just going to... Yeah, Scald is our hardest hitting move. We're just gonna go for a Scald. Bada bing, bada boom, you're out of here. So, the Applin is dead. I hope it's an Applin. I can't remember if this thing is called Applin or Diplin. I know it's one of the goddamn two. Anyway, that thing is gone. We're back to full health too. Alright. It's looking good for us. Looking good for us. If Necrozma comes in, we're just going to fire off a Shadow Ball. If the Kyurem comes in, we're just going to Alluring Voice. We're just going to Alluring Voice. We're just going to Alluring Voice into the Kyurem. I want to say from where we're at, let me double check. And for all I know, he could send out the Kyurem while I'm sitting here calculating this, but how much damage are we taking from Scarfed Kyurem's, whatchamacallit? It is not even doing half to us. Okay. So he can either go into Clawitzer, which probably doesn't touch us, go to Kyurem, who we can... Well, here's the question. Do we two-shot Kyurem? We actually do. So how much are we doing to Necrozma, I wonder? This is a Necrozma, so Shadow Ball is going to really, really hurt. Like, this thing is... Because what is your last mod? The Clawitzer. I think we just fire off a Shadow Ball here and try to do as much damage as possible. Ooh, we almost killed this thing. And your Spit F drop. Do you go for the... Okay, we should be able to live this. We should be able to live this. We should be able to live this. We should be able to live this, I think. Come on, come on. That's my Manaphy. That's my Manaphy. That's my Manaphy. That is my Manaphy. I think we can just... Sheesh, we just go for another Shadow Ball. Because what can switch into this? It's the Kyurem and the Clawitzer. I mean, Kyurem could come in. Okay. Do you stay in and let me have this? Maybe? I think so? Regardless, we're not threatened by Kyurem. If you switch out, you just give us more turns for the recovery. You just give us more recovery turns. So let's see what they decide to go for. Let's see what they decide to go for. We ate that up pretty dang well too. Okay, so they let us have Necrozma. Cool. Cool. We get to take Necrozma by the neck. Alright. I hate you, Necrozma. I hate you. I hate you with all my heart. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. So I'm glad to see you die. Okay. That's very intense. I know. I'm sorry. But guys, anyone who's been on my channel long enough knows I hate Necrozma with a passion. So Manaphy takes up the kill on the Necrozma. Okay, so that just leaves the Kyurem and the Clawitzer. Kyurem has to lock... So Kyurem has to lock Freeze Dry against us. Which... Let me double check. This Boy Boss, who's this? Is this Kyurem? Yeah, it's Kyurem. So let me see something. How much damage is Cinderace taking from a Freeze Dry? How much damage do you take from a Freeze Dry? First of all, even if he was Specs, it's not two-shotting us. So, with that being said, your only option is to lock Freeze Dry. Yeah, he has to lock Freeze Dry. He has to lock Freeze Dry. You have got to be freaking kidding me, though. You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. On so many levels, you have to be freaking kidding me. There's no freaking way. Bro, I better not lose because of this. I'm just saying. I better not lose because of this. If I lose because of this, I'm gonna be so peeved. I'm just saying. I'm just telling it like it is. I'm gonna be so, bro, I'm gonna be so ticked off. I'm gonna be so, bro, words would not be able to describe how pissed off I'll be if I lose because of this. Like, come on, man. Lucky freezes, bro. Don't you just love it when you're out playing somebody and the game just says, let's throw them a bone just to be safe? Like, get out of here, bro. Like, get out of here. We're gonna just go for the low kick. We're just gonna go for the low kick. Bro, that's bull. Like, on so many levels that it's just bull crap. On so many levels that it's just bull crap. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? Like, why are we throwing bones to players, bro? Like, why are we throwing players bones, bro? I don't like it when the game does that, if y'all can't tell. Like, why are we throwing bones to people, bro? Like, come on now. Let's be for real. Let's be freaking for real. Let's be freaking for real. Let's be freaking for real. This thing would at least be at half right now. Like, come on, bro. Get out of here. Like, come on, bro. Get out of here. Now, should I have maybe U-turned? Yes. But, come on, man. Come on, man. That is so stupid. On so many levels, that is stupid. This is gonna do nothing. This thing weighs like 2 pounds. Oh, never mind. We did respectable damage. Maybe we kill? Maybe? Maybe? We're about to find out. Oh, and you live. Okay. So he's dead. Alright, that's cool. That is cool. That is cool. Here's the issue though. Since we're a fighting type now, I don't think we take yeah, we don't take the freeze dry anymore. How well does Mellow Edda take? Bro, this is bullcrap. If I lose because of that freeze, wait, hold up. Is this thing still Specs? Oh, this is Specs Kyurem. Hold up. Scarf Kyurem. Freeze dry is doing. Let me look. We have 187 HP left. 187, 187. So we have 62%. The only thing they should be able to kill us with is Draco or maybe even Ice Beam. Bro, if I lose because of that freeze, that is bullcrap. Because I'm pretty sure Mellow Edda could actually kill this thing. Earth power. Alright. We live that. Let us say. The game better not bullcrap me like that, bro. The game better not bullcrap me like that. But GG's to my opponent. Sorry for sounding all tilted. Oh my goodness. If I would have lost because of that freeze, I would have been so heated. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, peace out.